violence there is also fueling a political crisis after last week's deadly riots against the Chinese government. Now the Dalai Lama, who leads Tibet's government in exile from India, is threatening to resign the position. And as Western countries weigh in on where they stand on this crisis, Ottawa's footing seems a little unsure. Here's Francis Ovaggio.
The protests grow bigger, the voice is louder. Tibetans and their supporters around the world demand freedom. The Dalai Lama, their leader in exile, proponent of nonviolence, demands calm.
If things become out of control, then my only option is complete resign.
The situation in Tibet's capital has spiraled out of control since monks began peaceful protests on March 10th to mark the 49th anniversary of Tibet's unsuccessful uprising against Chinese rule. The escalating violence has claimed between 60 and 80 lives, depending on who you believe. More than 1,000 protesters have also been arrested. The unrest has prompted protests all over the world and condemnation from Canada's foreign ministry.
We urge the Chinese government, the Chinese authority, to respect the freedom of association, the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech for all Tibetans.
But at a time when clarity is in demand, Tibetan supporters here in Canada say they're getting mixed signals. Last week, behind closed doors, the same man who urges the Chinese government to respect Tibet's freedoms today told Asian ambassadors Canada recognizes the People's Republic of China as the sole legitimate government.
Canada, in some ways, is trying to have it both ways. And now is not the time to change the tactics. Now is not the time to try to appease with the Chinese. Now is the time to stand up.
Chinese officials have applauded Canada's quiet change of policy toward their country, while trying to shift the blame of this most recent uprising on the man leading Tibet's quest for peace. This is all the more revealed, says the Chinese premier, that the consistent claims made by the Dalai clique that they pursue not independence but peaceful dialogue are nothing but lies. The Dalai Lama, though, insists that's not the case.
Even Chinese Prime Minister accused me, all these things I started. Actually not.
But with the Beijing Olympics just months away now, the Chinese government must find some solution before calls for boycotts swell as quickly as the protests. Francis Ovaggio, Global News.